Santosh Rao is head of research and a partner at Manhattan Venture Partners. Santosh, good to see you. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome. We usually talk to you down Zoom and things like that. It's wonderful to welcome you to London and the studio. The company's forecasting its sales will be, I think, 50% more than the analysts had thought. Is this all down to the rise of AI?
Absolutely. And within AI has been around for a long time. But ChatGPT, the generative AI piece of AI, that's going to be the next growth engine for the whole semiconductor space. And they're in the right spot. You can say this is right place at the right time. And they're in the sweet spot of the spending. They're the leaders in this space. And you're going to see a tremendous growth down the road. And they're going to be the biggest beneficiary of everyone using ChatGPT, generative AI down the road. So across industries, across verticals, you're going to see ChatGPT or generative AI being applied, and Nvidia is there to supply the chips. So that's a great position to be in.
So you say they're in the right spot. Why are they so well placed to do well from this? They started out as, I think it was a maker of computer graphics cards. How have they got from there to here?
Well, they were always graphics cards. They were big in gaming, big in cryptocurrencies. So they always made GPU chips. I think this one requires a certain types of chips, which they were well positioned for. And I think that's the beauty of that. So they could just maneuver, get there, and pivot to that. They're not really pivoting. They have the other stuff as well. But this is where the demand is, and they can more than meet it. So I think that's their expertise. They're good at it, and they're the best at it. So I think that's the future.
Really? You're that confident? I mean, it's always a challenge in business. You get to this degree of success, and then you need to maintain it. They can maintain this demand.
Absolutely. I think the projected growth is like 30% over the next few years, and they're growing at the right pace, and they will continue to grow, even though the stock price is up and the multiple has gone up to more than 36 times. That's okay. The growth rate of this whole sector is about 30% and more, and they're also growing that well. Their estimates are also growing. EPS estimates are 30% growth next year. So I think they are well within their zone to be priced at this point. They deserve a premium because they are the best of the breed, and so they deserve that premium, and they will get it.
And there's lots of competition in this area, isn't there? The chief executive of Nvidia has said that the United States risks causing enormous damage to its tech industry if it continues restrictions on trade with China. How important is the Chinese market to Nvidia?
It's there. I mean, China also has its own chips. They will also have, and the other companies will also come out with their own chips for the generative AI. But they have the lead. So I'm not saying they're just going to run away. There are companies nipping at their heels, and they will do well. And that's it's their market share to lose. It's their position to lose, and they will continue to execute and maintain that. So I have no doubt that there's more runway ahead, and they will lead the pack.
And the numbers are extraordinary, aren't they? I mean, it's incredible just reading out $1 trillion. I mean, it's a stock market record in the United States, currently held by Apple. Where do you think the share price might go next? Where could it go next?
Yeah, I mean, this rise you saw after the earnings is expected. There's a lot of momentum in this stock. So you'll see some correction. I wouldn't jump into this stock right away, but you know there is a runway ahead. So wait for a little dust to settle. It's an all-time high. So it'll go up. It'll go quite a bit higher. Don't know exactly how high, but they're at an all-time high right now. So I can expect them to go past 400 easily, and some of the price targets you saw by the analyst houses, they're way past 400. So, and that's totally understandable because ChatGPT, generative AI, that is going to change the world, change the way as we know it, as inventive, as transformative as, let's say, the invention of airplanes, telephones, water, these are that kind of category. So the demand is going to be there. Of course, there will be commoditization down the road. There will be competition. So they have a runway, at least 2-3 years. I think they can maintain that and kind of keep that growing.
A final thought on AI, if we can. You said there are companies nipping at Nvidia's heels. If companies are playing catch-up on AI, if they haven't yet thought about how they're going to embrace that, is it too late for them?
No. I think that the market is big, it's growing, the applications are growing, so there's room for many companies. They are the premium provider there, so they will maintain their lead, they will hold their lead, but others will come on, like any other place, any technology. Google has its own chips, Microsoft is developing, and Amazon and all, everyone's doing it, and it's across verticals. So you're going to see a lot of need, there is a demand for it, and everyone's going to build on the LLM models that there is right now. And they're supplying across the board.
Santosh, good to see you. Thank you for breaking into your holiday in London. You're always welcome to the studio. Santosh Rao, Head of Research and Partner at Manhattan.